You can build business credit fast without ruining your personal credit in just 90 days. No more stressing about maxing out your personal cards or tanking your credit score just to keep your business up and running. With higher limits, 0% APR funding, and no personal guarantee options, you can grow your business without putting your personal finances on life support. So coming up, you're gonna see how I fumbled the bag and lost a $20,000+ credit line opportunity and how you can avoid it. Then 2 Net 30 accounts that report twice that anyone can qualify for, and the first bank that you should target on your 0% APR funding spree, the same one that approved me for $34,000 in business credit. And you know what? Before I forget, I put together a no PG business card master list with 25+ cards on it and counting. With these cards, you never have to worry about high credit usage tanking your personal credit score because it never even shows up on your personal credit report. So there's no hard credit pulls, your score stays untouched, there's no personal guarantee, you're not personally responsible for the debt. And here's the big one. If your business ever struggles and you have to shut it down for some reason, you can walk away personally debt-free. If you want instant access to the No PG Business Card Master List, just hit that link below. Now, your business name and address and online presence can make or break your ability to get funding. A high usage name, sloppy registration, or incorrect address can lead to automatic denials from banks and lenders. So here's how to get it right from day one. First, you want to pick a neutral business name. So you want to avoid specific names that raise red flags like real estate versus management. You want to use a broad NAICS code, like one for consulting services, for more flexibility. And then you want to register for your business fast. You can use the state website, which is cheaper, and that's for like a do-it-yourself method, or you can use Busy for a faster, done for you with EIN and compliance support. If you use Busy, they let you register in like 10 minutes and avoid delays by getting it right the first time. Now, you can get your EIN quickly and for free by applying on irs.gov, and that takes about 10 minutes. So you can avoid services charging $50 to $100 for something that you can do for yourself. You also want to remember to use a proper business address. So avoid PO boxes and UPS store addresses. Those can lead to denials. What you can do is use your home address with suite at the end. So you would use something like 123 Main Street with suite at the end. Or you could use a virtual address service like Alliance Virtual Offices. Next, you want to establish a professional business presence. You know, a Gmail address and a personal cell phone number really scream side hustle. Banks and vendors and customers expect a real established business. So here's how to look legit fast. First, use a business phone number. So you want to get a virtual business number like from Grasshopper like I did. Then you want to get a business email set up. So you want your name at yourbusiness.com. What I use is Google Workspace, and I feel like that's one of the easiest ones to go for. Then you want to list your business on Google My Business and the 411 directory and Yelp so that banks can verify your business. And just here's a pro tip. Even if you don't build a full website, you want to secure your domain and create a simple landing page because lenders will Google you. And then you want to open a business bank account. Your business bank account is required for business credit and getting funding, but choosing the wrong bank can slow you down. You can start with fintech banks like North One. I've been using that for over a year. What they do is they offer fast setup, instant transfers, and easy integration with financial tools. Then you can go for traditional banks like Chase and Wells Fargo and Bank of America. Now, those are slower to set up, but they're great for future loans and business credit cards. So what I would say is that if you want to get one established right now, you want to start with a fintech bank for really fast speed, then open a traditional bank account to build a long-term lending relationship with. And listen, a lot of people don't know this, but business bank accounts really matter. They're required for business credit because lenders won't approve you without one. They help you build a banking relationship, so it helps you qualify for higher credit limits and loans. And they keep your business and personal finances completely separate, so it avoids tax issues and protects your assets. And you want to avoid this costly mistake. I once opened a business account as a sole proprietor, but when that fintech started to launch a business credit card and it became available, I was ineligible for it because I wasn't an LLC. Based on my yearly revenue, this mistake likely cost me $20,000+. And that's a real lesson learned. You want to form your LLC first, then open your bank account next. Now we can work on boosting your business credit score really fast. So imagine this. You walk into a bank, apply for a business credit card, and get a $15,000 limit on the spot. No questions asked. That sounds great, right? But what if the bank pulls your business credit profile and there's nothing there? There's no trade lines, no history, no proof that your business is trustworthy. This is why building business credit early is really crucial before you even need it. Because when it's time to apply for big funding, banks expect to see a decent business credit profile. But don't worry, you don't need years of history to start. You just need the right strategy. Using a service like Nav to get those trade lines is the easiest business credit boost. When you're just starting out, Nav Prime is like a cheat code for building business credit fast. You don't need a high credit score or tons of revenue or a personal guarantee, and it reports to all the major business credit bureaus. It gives you 2 trade lines that are reported monthly, and so your Nav Prime membership and the Nav Prime card both report. And they report to all the major business credit bureaus, including Experian Business, Equifax Business, and Dun & Bradstreet, and even the Small Business Financial Exchange too. There's absolutely no credit check, so even if your credit score is a 350, which is the lowest, you can still qualify. And there's no personal guarantee, so you won't be personally responsible for that debt. And there's no revenue requirement either, so even if your business makes $0, you can still get approved. And there's no security deposit required. So unlike secured business cards, you don't need to put down cash to start using it. So here's how it works. When you first sign up for Nav Prime, you can choose to issue the card, and I initially got approved for a $500 limit. Also, your membership and card report as separate trade lines. This boosts your business credit score faster. And they even report that within 3 months, some businesses see a 50% increase in their business credit score. I personally have both the Nav Prime card and their business credit reporting my membership, and I can confirm that each reports separately to those multiple business credit bureaus. And I'm happy to say that my Experian business score jumped from 20 to 70 out of 100 in a few months just from consistent reporting. Now, you've probably heard that you need a DUNS number before you can start building business credit. That used to be true, but today, not so much. Here's the reality. Most banks and lenders check Experian and Equifax first, not Dun & Bradstreet. DNB numbers are still useful, yes, but they're not an absolute top priority anymore. You can get your DUNS number later. You can set up your DUNS number a little bit later, but you should focus on getting trade lines reporting as soon as possible. Now, the next big thing you have to do is establish vendor credit like Net 30 accounts. And you want to think of Net 30 accounts as the starter pack for business credit. They give you trade lines that report to business credit bureaus. That's going to help you build up your profile even faster, but not all vendors report equally, and some take months to even show up on your credit report. So really choosing the right one is key. So we already talked about Nav Prime and how it reports 2 trade lines automatically, both a vendor and a financial account, to the business credit bureaus. Now, if you haven't signed up yet, that should be your first move. But Nav isn't the only way to build business credit faster. You need a few other Net 30 accounts to round out your credit profile. Here are 2 of the best Net 30 vendor accounts that report to multiple bureaus. First is eCredible. That's going to be for utility and bill reporting. Most vendors only report purchases from their store, but eCredible takes things to the next level by allowing you to report bills that you already pay, like utilities and rent and internet. They report to all major business credit bureaus like DNB, Experian, Equifax, and CreditSafe. They allow you to report existing business expenses like the power bill, like I said, gas, mobile phone, internet, rent. It's a subscription-based trade line, and your monthly fee gets reported just like Nav does. They also allow backdating, which means that eCredible allows businesses to backdate rent payments up to 24 months. And the next one is the CEO Creative Office Supplies vendor account. What they do is they sell essential business products like office supplies, marketing materials, and custom promotional items. They report to DNB, Experian Business, and Equifax. And they have easy approval for new businesses with no credit history. Now, here's how you can use your Net 30 accounts effectively and get those reporting faster. Just opening up the Net 30 account isn't enough. You have to use them strategically to maximize credit building. First, you want to make sure that you select Bill Me Later or Net 30 terms. So this is going to make sure that your purchases count as a credit transaction instead of just a normal sale. And here's a big one. You want to pay invoices at least 1 week early. Vendors absolutely love early payments and may increase your credit limit faster if they see you paying ahead of time. And then you want to make small, consistent purchases instead of one large one. Business credit algorithms favor consistency over one-time big purchases. So a $50 order every month is better than a $500 order once a year. So I want to tell you about a few things that you must know about Net30 accounts. Most Net30 vendors charge a monthly fee for reporting, and some vendors require a subscription fee for reporting like Nav and eCredible. These can be worth it if they report to multiple bureaus, but be aware of the costs. Also, not all Net30 vendors report to all three major business credit bureaus. Some vendors only report to DNB, while others only report to Experian or Equifax. So you really want to choose the vendors that report to at least two bureaus for maximum impact. And then some vendors require an initial upfront purchase before granting net terms. So companies like Quill often ask for a few prepaid purchases before offering Net30 terms. So the solution to that is that you want to make two small purchases first, then request Net30 terms. And here's a big one. Some vendors only report every 60 to 90 days. So you got to remember that not all vendors report monthly. Some report quarterly. So to solve that, you want to speed things up and have at least 2 to 3 vendors reporting at the same time, so new trade lines show up consistently on your credit report. And some vendors also have a trial period before reporting. So some might require 90+ days of purchases before they report your account. So you really want to check those reporting policies before applying. So you want to go for vendors that report within the first 30 to 60 days. Now, the next thing you want to do to build business credit faster is start applying for no PG business credit cards. If you've ever been denied a business credit card because your company was too new or lacked history, you know how frustrating it can be. But what if I told you there's a hack to get approved for no PG business credit cards right now and get them reporting without waiting for years? These cards don't require a personal guarantee, meaning they build your business credit without putting your personal credit at risk. Gas cards are one of the easiest ways to get a true revolving business trade line reporting to Experian Business and Equifax Business. Even if your business is brand new and has no revenue or lacks business credit history, you can still get approved and start building today. You can use something like the BP gas card, so you can get approved even with a brand new business with them. But here's the catch. Normally, they require business credit history. So if your business is brand new, they may deny you outright unless you use this simple hack. You'll want to call them and request the no personal guarantee option by placing a deposit. So here's how this works. A security deposit is required, so you want to expect to put down $500 to $1,000 as collateral. They report to Experian Business and Equifax Business. There's no revenue required, and even if your business is making $0, you can still get approved with that deposit. You must have an EIN and a business address though. And so the best strategy to use once you get approved is you want to use that BP gas card weekly, even if it's just $10 or $20 of fuel or snacks. And that's because consistent use plus early payments equals faster credit limit increases and stronger business credit building. And here's a pro tip. If you wait after 3 to 6 months of responsible usage, you can request your credit deposit back and get the card fully unsecured, meaning it converts into a true no PG gas card. And I found a few other gas cards that have that same ability that will approve new businesses with just a security deposit. You have this Shell Fleet card, the Wex Fleet card, Fuelman Fleet card, and the Valero card. Most people think you need to wait years before you can qualify for those standard business cards. They think you need years of revenue, a perfect business credit score, and a pile of financial statements just to get started. But here's the truth. You can get high limit business credit cards today, even if your business is brand new. The key is knowing where to apply first, which banks are most lenient, and how to use pre-approvals to your advantage. So I would say you want to hit up Chase first. If you already have personal Chase cards, check if you're pre-approved without a hard pull by going to the Just For You page or section in your account. Their Chase Inc. cards offer 0% interest for up to 12 months, making them perfect for funding your business interest-free. There's no strict business credit history required, so even if your business is brand new with no revenue, you can still get approved. When you're filling out that application, just estimate your expected revenue. You'd never want to put $0. And they only report to the business credit bureaus. So Chase business cards don't show up on your personal credit report. So you can carry a balance without hurting your personal utilization. I started with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card that comes with that 0% offer for 12 months and unlimited 1.5% cash back. I got approved for $21,000 with a $900 sign-up bonus at the time. They also hard pulled my Experian credit report. There's also the Chase Ink Business Cash Card that also comes with the same 0% interest period and huge cashback categories on office supplies and internet services. With that card, I got approved for a $13,000 limit after seeing I was pre-approved on the Chase Just For You page. The next bank I would target is Amex. Amex is really one of the best banks to work with because of how their approvals work. Once you're in their ecosystem, getting multiple business cards is easier than any other bank. They have what they call soft pull denials. So their exact words are, know if you're approved with no impact on your personal credit score. That means if you're denied, your personal credit won't even take a hit. And then there's only one hard pull for multiple approvals. So once you get your first Amex personal card, every other additional Amex card is typically a soft pull. And then they have the Amex Blueprint Business Line of Credit. That's available once your business has been open for just 1 year, which is twice as fast as traditional banks. I got approved for a $10,000+ business line of credit early in my journey with Amex. And I would say the best cards to start with are the Amex Blue Business Cash and Plus cards. They come with 0% interest for 12 months and 2% cashback or 2x membership rewards points on all purchases. I personally got approved for 2 Amex cards within 30 days without a prior relationship with them. There was only one hard pull from Experian for the first card, and the second was just a soft pull. Another card they have is the Amazon Business Card from Amex. If you shop at Amazon frequently, this card gives you high cash back on, I think it's 5% back on Amazon and Whole Foods purchases. And American Express makes getting business credit easy once you're in their ecosystem, but what if you need cash, not credit? Having high credit limits is great, but sometimes swiping a card just won't cut it. Whether you're looking at a limited time real estate deal, a down payment on a work truck, or paying contractors up front, you need access to actual cash, not just the ability to swipe a card. The good news is you can turn your business credit into cash fast, and it's totally legal. You want to check out the next video here to learn how? And thank you for watching.